We are here at Letná Park and we decided to just wander around and explore. We're at this interesting pond here where people are actually swimming. What do you think about swimming here?
I don't think I would. The ducks live here. I'm probably not going to swim here.
Letna Park is a beautiful little green space at the northern side of Prague. Up at the top of the hill there stands a gigantic metronome, which you can see from many places in the city, and stands on the site where there used to be a statue of Stalin, now destroyed. There's also, of course, a beer garden with some of the most beautiful views we have ever seen. The river has 4 locks throughout the canals alongside the river that regulate the level of the river. We passed through these twice during our cruise. The entire cruise was really beautiful, but for me, the highlight was watching the sunset on the castle and see the lights start to flicker on the Charles Bridge as we headed back to port.
We just finished up our boat cruise. That was a gift from some of Troy's coworkers from before we left.
Yeah.
And it was just beautiful. We got a few sprinkles of rain, but really not bad at all, and it was just lovely.
Yeah, it was a great time, and we really thank all the folks back home, my co-workers. Thanks a lot for all that trip. It was really a great time. Beautiful, too.
Since we were out after dark, which is not all that common for us, we decided to take advantage and head back over to the Charles Bridge to see the sights at night. As you can see, we were not the only ones with this idea. The bridge is still quite busy at night. Dun 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 dun. Troy couldn't help but reenact the famous scene of Tom Cruise on the bridge in Prague from Mission Impossible 1.
One of the cool things about being in a place for longer than just a few days is you get to find some of the more unique and out-of-the-way places. And Troy's been doing a really good job of that. And so today we are exploring this really cool grotto in a new neighborhood that we haven't visited yet before. The grotto has turned out to be another surprising, really cool little gem in Prague, but perhaps the most surprising and unexpected thing of all is that they have free bathrooms here, which does not happen very often in Europe, so bonus. after college, I lived in Venezuela for about 6 months, and I found out that there's a little Venezuelan place here in Prague that I wanted to try, and so I ordered the arepa, which is something I haven't had hardly ever since I left almost 30 years ago, so I'm really excited to try that.
The arepa was delicious, and afterwards we headed to find a kolache at what has been called one of the best places in the city, and we have to agree. To round out our day of eating, we found this amazing lasagna place that just serves a variety of lasagnas every day, and so we took a couple pieces home for dinner.
It's a little bit after 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are on the Charles Bridge again, as Troy said, but I really wanted to come and see it when there weren't so many people here. And so far we are definitely getting our wish. It is many fewer people than when we've been here either at night or closer to midday.
We grabbed a cup of coffee and sat and enjoyed this amazing view of the main square. Eventually, some rain rolled in, and we got to enjoy people watching from the second floor. After a bit, we headed out to explore some new parts of the city.
$112, babe, that's a new record. No shortage of amazing views in this town. This is no exception. Panoramic 360-degree views. Pretty spectacular. We just got to Pilsen in the Czech Republic. We are going to be doing the Pilsner Urquell beer tour later, but right now we are trying to find ourselves something to eat.
Fun fact, this is the place where the very first lager was ever made. Got it all started.
So Coors and Budweiser, you owe your livelihood to this place.
Yep, that's it.
The entire old town of Pilsen has a series of tunnels running below it. These were used sometimes for food storage, but mainly to keep the beer cold.
Beer straight from the barrel.
All right, so we just finished up the Pilsner Urquell tour, and it was a lot of fun and a lot of good information about how to brew beer. I'm not going to go home and brew it in my bathtub or anything, but it was a good time.
The next day, we set out for some more city exploration, and the works of David Černý always makes it interesting.
We're trying to get to the Botanical Gardens and the Japanese gardens, but right now we're on an uphill death march trying to see if we can find the entrance. We have no idea if we're going the right way. Stay tuned. Ironically, the first things that we walked into at the garden were the succulents and desert plants. So, you know, we're from Arizona, so we're probably good on that. We're gonna keep looking. The grounds were absolutely beautiful at this place. They're humongous. We've walked and walked a long way, and we finally made it now close to the bottom. It's on quite a hill, and this is the Japanese gardens, and it's just very serene and beautiful and lush.